Stuart Mandel from The Athletic. Going into year two, what are some of the things that give you confidence that this season can end a lot better than 4-8?
When I see the offensive line and the way they train, the way they work, the way they go about their job. When I see the defensive line coaches and the way they're on their kids and the way they're demanding excellence and the way these young men are working and the athletes that they are and the bodies that they have and they've developed right now. When I see the receiving core staying after practice to work with their quarterback, quarterbacks coming over there on off days to work with one another. When I see the running backs doing the same, led by a former walk-on, Charlie Offerdahl, you know, when I see the special teams, Mark Vassett is here right now. I think he's a darn pro, and Mata that don't miss, and Jace Feely and those guys that they can't wait till their time. They understand special teams mean that we're special. You know, when I see the secondary, shoot, and they get out of bed and want to play man-to-man coverage. I love it. And Shiloh can't wait to hit somebody. You know, Cam Selman, so many of the guys, the change made from safety to linebacker with Trevor, I mean, and I really think this young man is going to be the next Brian Urlacher. I think he's going to make that transition from safety to linebacker and be dominant. Like I just see the want and the fire and desire from our young men, and I can't wait till you get an opportunity to see it as well. So I'm very optimistic on what we have on our plate this year.
Notorious.
All right, so Coach Prime just went on raving and rattling off like all the amazing improvements of his team and why they're going to, win more than 4 games and maybe even, I'm going to say this, but maybe even make a bowl game. I think they can I thought they would have made a bowl game last year, but I definitely think they're going to make a bowl game this year. Maybe even get into playoff contention. You just never know. You never know if you get hot. If you get over those first 4 or 5 games, 6 games, you never know. You could be looking up. You could look up and some things would be different. So I really want to highlight the fact that the very first thing he mentioned was the offensive linemen improving as in they brought in new players and like the work ethic of those guys taking on their job. This is a job for them. This is your job, man. Your number one job is to protect Shedeur. That's your number one thing you got to do. Protect Shedeur, open up some way. That's all you got to do. Cover your guy up, get some movement, stay square, keep your feet moving, we'll be good. Number 2, he highlighted his coaches, defensive line coaches specifically, and the expectation that they have set for their defensive line. Yeah, and they brought in some new guys. When you bring in a guy like Warren Sapp as one of your defensive line coaches, whatever his position is, liaison, senior, whatever his title is, he there for the defensive line. He gonna help you recruit defensive linemen. He gonna help you keep defensive linemen. He gonna help you develop defensive linemen. Next, he's talking about the receivers and quarterbacks staying late, getting reps, getting throws. All the quarterbacks and all the receivers staying and getting extra work on their off days. Special teams being special. Secondary ready to strap people in. Man-to-man coverage zone. Charlotte want to test something up. And then players willing to transition to new positions to win football games. If you got a team that's willing to sacrifice and buy in to that level, you'd be surprised what you can do on Saturdays, on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, or Monday and Thursday as well. So I think this team is heading in the right direction, and I'm excited to see what actually happens. Because right now it's all a bunch of talk, and that's cool. We got to talk right now, but August 29th is going to be the first time we get to see this new team or this improved team. Y'all let me know what y'all think about Colorado in the description below. In the comments below. And I'll catch y'all on the next one.